What's up everyone, back for some more Gundam Evolution gameplay. This time we're playing on Missile Base, and this is a ranked game. I'm rocking with my, I guess you could call it my main Gundam. I play the majority of my ranked games as Gundam. Don't think I've done a ranked video with Gundam yet though. But yeah, this is one of the many that I played this past week on JP's server. I want to grind it out a bit. I don't think there's anywhere near enough time in this current season for me to get to master or new type anything, assuming I even had the skill to get there. But and I'm kind of, thinking that maybe in a future season I'll try to do more of a grind like that. For this season, I'll be pretty happy if I make it a diamond or somewhere around there. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it so far, even with having to play with the JP ping. It does kind of affect Gundam more than some of the other suits. Your hyper hammers are pretty difficult to hit sometimes, unless the enemy is kind of moving in more of a straight line. Definitely still doable, you kind of have to adjust for it. And right there, speaking of straight line, Gundam coming right at me, it wasn't too hard to hit there. But yeah, you think of hammer, you think of hook being pretty hard, but what you don't think of a lot of the time is the shield. And I guess it affects all the shield suits, but I've been noticing the most with Gundam, just because I've been playing the most. But yeah, you pull up that shield sometimes, and on your screen it looks like it's up and you're safe, and server side it is not. So you still take damage and you die. It can be really rough. Like if you're trying to pull it out last minute to block a gun tank G maneuver or something like that, and it looks like it's up on your screen, and then you just die. It can be a little bit tilting, but that's the stuff you gotta deal with when you're on the JP server. But speaking of the shield, don't think I've done a video on Gundam since the shield nerf. Gundam dodged the nerfs for a while, which I was actually pretty surprised with, since I still think, even after the nerf, Gundam's still really strong. Probably, I'm tempted to say top 5, people might disagree with me, but I still think Gundam is really strong. And you can see right there, I was still getting poked away a bit after the shield came up. Still saved me with 2 HP, but getting poked a little bit, yeah. But that shield, yeah, got lowered from 1,000 HP to 400, so they took away over half of its health. 1,000 probably was pretty excessive. I mean, that's around the same level as the the dedicated shield suits with Sazabi and Jim. So I can understand them reducing it, but it definitely goes down fast. In the past, Gundam isn't using their shield as much as the other 2 shield suits, especially since it's got a cooldown, so you're never gonna. Well, in the past, you almost never had it out for the whole HP, but now it's definitely pretty easy to destroy with just 400 health. Like you're fighting another Gundam, 2 shots to that shield and it's gone, because Gundam does about, I think, 230 per shot, at least if you're close enough. Speaking of gun tank G maneuvers as well, I don't actually know if I tried to pull the shield out there. I think even NA, I don't think it would have come out in time because you couldn't even see it coming out on my screen, but I think I did try it. It was just too late, unfortunately. But right here, we're kind of getting G maneuvered on a bit. They got their Hades going. They had the gun tank G maneuver. There sounds like they had something like a range Zaku axe over there as well. And we were able to get point A really fast, but now we're getting stopped here a little bit. That is something I've noticed on 2CP maps in general, but especially on Missile Base. Speaking of G maneuvers, we managed to stop that one. That was really nice there. Did manage to get the hammer, and I think we might have gotten the hammer into the grab at the same time. But here's another one of their G maneuvers. That super napalm tickled me in the back. I got 1 or 2 ticks, which was enough for me to get finished off from the front. Couldn't quite get that revive either, but at least Pale Rider was able to finish that range Zaku off in exchange. And we're sitting on our G maneuvers. We got 4 of them ready to go. Gundam's is a little bit awkward to push with. It's more of a one you want to use when you already have a spot you want to stay. You're on the point or something like that. Defensively, you can use it to kind of force people back. But it's kind of hard to use it on offense, I feel, to clear space just out in the open. And right now, we haven't even been able to really get this high ground. Finally getting it now, and I think this is when I'm thinking of using it. Although, even as I throw it out, I don't actually know if any of them are on the point. Looks like I made the Pale Rider move, but no one else really had to change it. Also, he's hiding right there. I kind of forgot about him. But despite it being kind of a waste of a G maneuver, we are able to get on the point. Maybe we just need something to kind of rally us to group up together. Jim put on his G maneuver finally as well, too. That's gonna do a bit more than what mine did. Still got this Barb. This Barb has been a little bit tough to deal with. I'm missing a few of my shots there, but he hasn't been, like super crazy like some Barbs can be. We've been managing him all right. Coming again there, got grabbed by the turn A, which is really nice. Getting poked away. Back up. I was hoping the health pack was there, but it wasn't quite ready. I think that range Zaku might have nabbed it before he died. So we're still kind of going on the same push here, but I get hit by Barb. But he's really low. He might actually be able to finish me off. He's kind of hopping away awkwardly on those stairs. Screws up a bit. There we go. I actually got the repair on me, so we're still in this. Taking a lot of damage still, though, and think that Sazabi got me with the search, but here comes the butterfly, and that's going to be a big one. Only got one kill so far, but it blew up the gun tank G maneuver, which is definitely a good use of it. And we're holding pretty well here. We're actually around 99%, so we just need to get them off, and we've got this. The hopping Bale Rider, kind of a rare sight. Really screws the Pale Rider's accuracy when you do that, but I think he may have been reloading, and he was just trying to stay alive. Screwed me up a little bit because I missed a couple shots. But there we go. After such a dominant first point grab, we got that with only 30 seconds left. So we'll have to see if the enemy team can do any better. Alright, going into round 2 here. We're at this choke point, which is often the spot that stops people from being able to advance for a long period of time. We got through it pretty well. We'll have to see how well they can do. We're rocking the Mahiru, it looks like, which is pretty good on this. I think splash damage in general is good since it's kind of a small choke. I did notice actually a strategy this Mahiru was using here that I wasn't familiar with. If you see, he's launching his grenades kind of into the right on the left side of this choke point thing. Normally I try and just launch them through, which is probably not a good idea, but the way he's doing it is he's bouncing it off that left wall of the choke, and the grenades are bouncing right onto that triple health pack underneath there. Yep, you can see it right there. And there's nobody there right now, but that is a spot where a lot of people like to hide, especially if they want to kind of start a bit of a push. The first person might take a good chunk of damage and then kind of hide out in that little cubby there to heal back up. And with him spamming his nades like that, it's going to make that cubby a very dangerous spot to be. And it's also kind of at the same time blocking off the staircase a little bit, so it's a pretty good spot to be firing his nades. I think he did have to back up for now, though. He's coming back after he got some heals. He's also doing some angles off the wall behind me to get more towards the actual choke itself. Definitely more of an experienced Mahiru player than I am. Got the hammer there on that Ashmar in the air, though. That was pretty nice. And there he goes. I think he finished off that gun tank there by firing those nades. He's back to spamming again. And they are using the sniper. I feel like it's kind of a popular pick on this map, which surprises me. I feel like there's a lot of good walls and spots you can hold at this choke point on defense where you don't have to expose yourself to the sniper. There are a few different angles the sniper can take to kind of try and mix it up, and he was able to get our Jim there. Didn't have his shield out, just took a headshot and went down right away. But even with that pick, I think a few of his team was just respawning, so they're still having a bit of trouble getting a push here. Now he has to push up. You know, when Sniper has to push up like that, it's always going to be rough for him. Gonna try and get this repair on Unicorn. Not quite quick enough. This range Zaku, I feel like there's a couple times where he keeps finishing off people right before the repair finishes. He's doing a good job on his part. We cleaned up back at the front, but they've got 2 on the point. I take a lot of damage just throwing that G maneuver out. Deal with Barb, gotta deal point blank Sniper. I think Gundam is shooting me as well. It's gonna be tough. Yeah. Sniper finished me off while the Barb kind of had me trapped in that corner. So we held them for a good amount of time so far. This is already way better of a hold than they managed on point A, but they've got, looks like 3 on the point now. It's gonna be hard to take back. Got 3, 4 dead. Yeah, we're gonna have to give it up. And now we gotta hold point B for about 3.5 minutes. So definitely held point A pretty well. You know, I've got faith in this team to be able to keep doing it. And they're still on the sniper for now. He hasn't died yet though. He might swap after a death. The weird thing about this B point is I feel like it's better for sniper. It's easier for sniper to get picks as long as you can get up to this mini high ground, the ramp here. I think as long as you've got some people pushing the point, that gives a good area for sniper to look and potentially get some kills. But I think those kills are less impactful compared to A point. It's harder to get them on A point, but if you get them on A point, since the defender spawn is so far away, you know, it's the same spawn as we have right now. I think getting that sniper pick is a lot bigger, a lot of a bigger deal there. So he's still on it for now. We'll have to see if it really works out for him. He hasn't been getting a lot of headshots from what I've seen. At least the kill on me was a body shot, I believe, and he got a body shot on me there, which at least forced me to back up. But yeah, he's pushing up really far there. If his team goes down, it's going to be hard for him to back up without dying as well. And where I'm standing right now, unless the Barb gets me, that sniper is never really going to be able to get in the spot to take the shot over on this left side. So pretty rough. His team is doing a pretty good job though of pushing onto the points and maybe give him a distraction to get those kills. I think he might have gone down at some point here though. And this Barb being a little bit too telegraphed in his intents right there, just floating towards me slowly and dropping down. That made for an easy stun. It looks like we cleaned up pretty good there. Just like range Zaku chilling there. Got some shots on him. Really low. Hit him with that leg shot there. I think it would have finished him off otherwise. the rest of the team got him. And that sniper is still there. He's trying to push up on this, this I guess, right side for him to get a good angle to snipe. But I just backed up, and I think he had to back up as well. And right now, they still don't have any shield use. I mean, I guess aside from Gundam. So we are able to just kind of fire away at them as they approach. They might want to consider that. We just got our Jim and I guess my shield. They also don't have a healer either. We got the Unicorn. They don't have any. You can definitely manage without a healer, but I have been feeling in a lot of my games against tougher opponents that it really does seem to make a difference when you've got a healer out there. The tough thing is, though, that if you're doing really well, doing a lot of your damage, it sometimes don't really want to feel like switching to healer. Right there, I hit that barb. Like, he was like behind me, and I managed him with a hammer, but he did get away. We got a butterfly coming out again. Once again, I kind of unintentionally comboed that with it. I didn't hit anyone, but I think I forced at least a couple people kind of out of hiding. And it looks like the sniper got a pick on our Mahiru. He's firing away. You can just hear that sniper going off. Don't know if he's getting the shots he needs, though. And only 30 seconds left. Oh, and there's another time. I'm pretty sure I would have had the shield out up in time if we're dealing with NA ping. But I do get the repair. A little worried, though, because right as that repair happens, I hear the gun tank G maneuver coming out, and I was worried all my friends are going to die, but it was still a bit too far away. While that was happening, a ranged Zaku, I think, ulted my Sazabi behind me, and I was completely unaware that was happening. I think he somehow ended up winning the fight anyways, though. There's another G maneuver, but it's missed, and they got 1 second left. Sniper's on the point. Yeah, maybe should have swapped, because at that point, yeah, you gotta really pop off his sniper to do anything that close to the enemy team. Yeah, we managed a really good hold. Didn't let that sniper get too many shots on us. It worked out well. There we go, got the Gundam MVP as well. Managed to get this new MVP recently, so nice to see that. And overall, a very good ranked game on Missile Base. Didn't quite manage to get to Platinum off this game, but I did manage to get in the next one, and that's where I'm currently still at right now. I'll have to see if I can manage to get to Diamond. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, you can catch me live on Twitch, or you can stay tuned here for more YouTube videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.